one thing that most of us four-wheel drivers have done to our cars, we've put larger tyres on and we've done a lift. If you've done that, you've probably got sitting somewhere in your car, either under your seat or in the back here, you've probably got a bottle jack. And it's pretty much bloody useless. G'day campers, welcome back to Tented Adventures. You're like most four-wheel drivers, you've probably lifted your vehicle and put some larger tyres on it. I know I have. Despite all the advantages that gives you off-road, it does give you a big disadvantage on-road. If you get a flat, you need to change a tyre on the side of the road, you've probably got equipped somewhere in your vehicle one of these. Bottle jack. You may have a different type of jack, but these are pretty standard in your modern four-wheel drive. Problem with these is that they're designed for vehicles to go to a standard height. Prado is X number of centimetres off the ground. This will lift it up a little bit further. But I've got a 2-inch lift in this car. And I've got larger tyres that add an extra, I think about an extra 2.5 centimetres as well. So, this is virtually useless if I get a flat. Let me show you what I mean. What I've done, I've put a wheel chock from the back of my car, just to be on the safe side. Not that I think I'm going to get very far off the ground, if at all. I've now got a bottle jack on the ground. I'm going to put that under the car where it belongs, and I'm going to see if I can actually get high enough to get any lift at all with that jack. The likelihood is fairly slim. So we're now under the car. We're on the chassis. And as the jack's moving upwards, I'm not feeling any lift at all at this point. Basically, I don't think I'm getting the car off the ground. Now there might be a couple more centimetres of lift in this, but as you can probably see, my tyre is still fully on the ground. And I'm really uncomfortable with how high this portion here is going to be with that really small square base. And the base of this is tiny. And you know, this driveway is on a slight roll downhill. But if this is where I was stuck trying to change a tyre, if this was the flattest surface I could get, I don't know if I'd have a lot of faith in that bottle jack. So I'm going to go and show you what I've got as a solution. Maybe let's cut back to me in the Flinders Ranges. Let me show you what I'm talking about. First and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to Stuart from Pak Offroad. After he watched my review of his water tank, we caught up. And I was really pleasantly surprised that he gave me some product to road test for him. So this is the Pak Offroad Jack Stand. Now, full disclosure, this Pak Offroad Jack base has been given to me by Stuart from Pak Offroad. He saw the water tank video that I produced. He was really happy with it, and we got in touch. I caught up with him one afternoon before we went away, and he gave me the jack base and said, "Mate, try this out. Do a review on it. Let me know what you think. Be honest." One of the things that really impressed me with Pak Offroad is that they're really keen to get as much information about their products as they can to continue to improve them. So we use this jack base not really for the car at all. We used it for the caravan the whole time we were away. We used it under the jockey jack, so we used a flat-based jack on the caravan. So let's talk about a couple of the positives first, or the pros with this unit. Number one, it's going to give you a really steady environment for your jack. It's got these rubber feet on the back that, particularly on concrete and asphalt, it's really going to stick solidly to the ground. On the top, we've got this removable rubber pad. My bottle jack will actually sit firmly in this square area here, adding a much bigger footprint to the jack, so less area for it to move around. And additionally, as you saw with the jack under the car, it's quite elevated. We're out quite a way, so we've got a lot of pressure on a very narrow point. This is going to reduce that by quite a bit. There's probably a good 6 centimeters that's going to lift the jack off the ground, meaning that we don't have to extend that bottle jack as far. Just to get to the top there, we've taken off 5-6 centimeters of height. It's going to be a lot more stable. So this is actually dual purpose for us. It's great as a jack stand for the jockey jack for the caravan, but also keep this in the car with me. And if I do ever get a flat, I know that I don't have to spend as much time winding the jack out as I've just done, and it's going to be more stable. It's going to be stabler on the road, and it's going to be more stable from a height perspective or an extension perspective. Other pros with this unit, along with the jack and the stand and the rubber footing, that is removable. We didn't use this when we don't use this when we use the jockey jack with the caravan, but nice little addition, just adding that extra bit of stability and restriction of movement for the jack when that's in. Some of the other pros, I haven't even unwrapped it yet. Quality carry bag. So if you're in the bush and you get a little bit of dirt on it, it's not going to be the end of the world, but you can put it in this and you're not going to fill your car with road dirt and everything else. It's a really nice canvas feel. Good quality bag, branded of course, with Pak Offroad. Reflective tape on the back as well, and front. All in all, really quality product, really quality made. You can pick these up from OCAM and other online retailers. Now let's talk about the cons, if there are any. And as I stated in this video, although this was given to me for a review, this channel is about being as open and as honest as possible with everything we do. So yes, this is a freebie and I'm actually very, very happy with it, but there are, like many things, some cons with it. One is the size and the weight. It's a large footprint. I mean, yeah, it's almost the size of my chest. So it's quite large, and to be sturdy, it needs to be firm. There's a lot of cutouts here to reduce the weight, but it is also still quite weighty. It actually weighs more than my high lift jack stand. And that's the other con with this. It's not designed for high lift jacks. That's not necessarily a bad thing, to be honest. High lift jacks, while they might be useful in getting you out of trouble when you're off road, and they can be utilized as a turf winch, they're notoriously unstable. So while I've got one, it sits on the roof rack. I've never used it, and there's actually a bit of a story as to how we ended up with it in the first place. It wasn't ever something I really looked at buying. I might do another video on that at some point in the future, and it all ties into four-wheel drive clubs. Let me know if you want to know more in the comments below. Anyway, aside from not being appropriate for high lift jacks, its size and weight, I gotta say, it's a bloody good bit of kit. Those are really the only cons I can put to this. We really found it very, very useful for a nice stable surface for the jockey jack for the caravan. The van did not move. The plate fit fairly squarely in here. Had a slight rotation just to get it in. But all in all, this is a seriously good bit of kit. Is it going to be for everyone? Hard to say. They're not the cheapest item in the world. I'll put a price here. But as a safety option, I actually reckon they're worth it. I don't think there's going to be any risk of collapsed jacks. This isn't just for bottle jacks either. This will use for scissor jacks. Any kind of vehicle jack that you might be equipped with, this will work with, except, as I say, high lift jacks. Which, yeah, I certainly wouldn't be using one of them on the side of the road, I can tell you. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this item. Where we're at with it. Stuart, I have to say thank you, and again, sorry I've taken so long to get this video out. Not all of the footage I filmed of this in the Flinders was usable, so it's taken me a while to get this out. But personally, really happy to have it in the car, despite the weight and the size. I've got the drawers. There are places we can put it. We can put it under the passenger seats. You put it under your front passenger seat, under your back seats, in your drawers. We know space is valuable in our cars, but for something like this, I think we can make it work. Thanks for watching today's episode. Leave me a comment down below if you think you want one of these. And Stuart, thank you again so much for the product. This jack base is going to go with me everywhere. And that's it for today, guys. Thanks very much for watching. See you in the next one. Cheers.
10 adventures we won't be tamed. Blazing trails where wildfires reign. Throttles roar in the outback's hard, living free from the very